The sorrows of young Werther, the 30th of July. Albert has arrived, and I shall leave, even if he were the best and noblest of men, one to whom I should be willing to think myself inferior in every respect. It would be unbearable to see him before me in possession of such perfections. Possession enough, dear Wilhelm. Her intended is here. A dear and honest man whom one cannot help liking. Fortunately, I was not present when she welcomed him home. It would have broken my heart. He is so considerate, too, and has not yet kissed Lottie a single time in my presence. May God reward him for it. I have to love him for the respectful way he treats the girl. He is well disposed towards me, which I take to be Lottie's doing rather than his own feeling, for in such matters women have a delicate sense of tact, and quite rightly so, because if they can keep two admirers on good terms with each other, however rarely it might be possible, the advantage is always their own. And anyway, I cannot help esteeming Albert. His tranquil evenness of manner is in marked contrast to the turbulence of my own disposition, which I cannot hide. He is a man of feeling and knows very well what Lottie is worth. He seems to be almost free of ill humor, which, as you know, is the human evil I loathe above all others. He considers me a man of some sensitivity, and his own triumph is augmented by my attachment to Lottie, and the joyful warmth her every action produces in me, and he loves her all the more. I cannot tell whether he does not sometimes pester her with petty jealousies. If I were in his position, I should not be entirely safe from that demon jealousy. But be that as it may, I can no longer take pleasure in being with Lottie. What shall I call it, folly or delusion? Why give it a name? The thing speaks for itself. Everything I now know I knew before Albert's arrival. I knew I had no claim on her, nor did I raise any. That is to say, as far as it is possible not to have one's desires in the presence of so much loveliness. So now the wretched dolt stands there gaping, the moment his rival really does come back and takes his girl away. I grind my teeth and mock my own misery, though I would heap infinite mockery on anyone who said I should be resigned, since there was no alternative. Get these idiotic pipsqueaks off my back. I go rambling in the woods, and if my walk takes me to Lottie's, and I find Albert sitting in the summer house with her in the greenery, and I cannot bear it any more, I behave like a complete fool and clown about and talk gibberish. For God's sake, Lottie said to me today, please spare us scenes like last night's. So Lottie told him this. For God's sake, Lottie said to me today, please spare us scenes like last night's. When you're so merry, you are terrifying. Between you and me, I keep a careful watch for times when he is busy elsewhere, and whoosh, there I am, and I'm always happy to find her on her own. Lottie's words. Lottie's kind of annoyed by him. So Albert, her intended is here, like the person she's intended to marry. Fucking fly. Her man has arrived. Albert. The fucking fly, man. Prince Albert.